And this is our video demonstration of the Metkon Servocut 301 MA AX. You see it has a 300 millimeter blade on it. And the bellows back here has been replaced. It comes with a vise setup. Here's your cooling flush. Now this here has a manual Z-axis movement for the blade up and down. Go ahead and close the hood up. I will send along a manual that we have here. It does have a hood interlock, so you can't open it while the blade's running. You can't start the blade until this is closed. You do have an access port here to bring in pieces from the outside. If you have a longer piece that won't fit inside. I do have the cover for this. I'll send this along. This is your cooling unit. Comes with a pump. So you'd fill this up with your coolant. Coolant comes in through here and returns back on these two lines here, back to these two holes in the front. There is a screen there that needs to be cleaned every so often to keep the particles out of the fluid, large particles. Oh, these lines are new. I just replaced them. You have your two motors back here for your Y-axis on the left, X-axis on the right here. All right, this is a three-phase unit, so it's I have it hooked up on a three-phase breaker. The plate says 230 volts, three-phase. We have 208 here, works fine. Here's your on-off switch, your main power. You do have an EMO, emergency stop. And then here's your control panel. You have an option of running it manually or in automatic mode, automatic step mode, so we'll go ahead and look at that. I have a program in there now. We're going to run it at constant cutting width. You can also do variable. In that case, you would select that, enter, and then you could set up 25 different thicknesses if necessary. We're just going to keep it at constant. There it goes. Okay. So here what we did is I set the wheel thickness to 2 millimeters and a cut range. So we're going to do a 1 millimeter cut, and we're going to cut 20 pieces. Okay, while the blade is off, you can go ahead and open the hood up if need be. You place your working device, and then you can set your again your Z-axis, your blade depth. And then if you want to move your X and Y axes, you go ahead and highlight the X, the Y in this case, and we'll go ahead and we can move it back by using the arrows here. That's a higher speed. You can slow speed it. I don't know if you can see, but the numbers are changing very slowly. And you can set a 0 here. That'll 0 your Y. And if you do the same with your X, you can see the X cable moving. I'll bring it to its limit. There are limit switches on the X and Y axes. No, you can't really see them from here. But anyway, we'll go ahead and set that all as 0. Drop the hood down. We're all set up. We'll go ahead and let's look at our feed rates here. We have a feed rate of 1,000. If you want to adjust it, you can go ahead and press the number you want to adjust it to. Here you can go anywhere from 100 to 5,000. I'm going to keep it at let's go up to 5,000 here, for instance. That's the fastest you can go. That's 5 millimeters per second. This is in microns per second. You can enable a pulse, set at 10 right here. Your RPMs here, you can't change it. It's always it's not variable, so it's always set at 2850. And that's your travel distance, how far it'll cut before it returns. And then you do have a force here of looking at the current of 5. Current of the motor, cutting motor. All right, so let's go back here. We'll go ahead and turn on our cooling fluid. And then we'll hit start. So this is moving pretty quick just for demonstration purposes. You can see it's using a pulse there, so as you watch the y-axis, we'll cut a little bit and then step back. You can always change any of these settings on the fly, so let's go ahead and turn that to 0. Do a travel of, I believe it's at 180. Travel to 180, so hit the 180 mark, returning back to where it started. We'll stop and then move the x-axis. It's in position, we'll go ahead and start to cut the second cut. You can see I can't lift the hood open. It's locked. You can always hit the emergency stop. You can pause it too by hitting pause. It'll stop right where it's at. Well, here it's returning because it was in a return mode. And then we can restart that by hitting the green. Just want to slow down the feed rate to show you how slow it'll go. Go down to say 500. See it's returning back to where it started. Showing you cut 18. So the X moved, now we're down to cut 17. You can see that it is moving slower now. Alright, that's our demonstration of the Metkon Servocut 301 MA AX.